Blake already addressed, like, hey, that thought is statistically not accurate. They're more likely to leave if you don't train them. But let's just say they do leave. Let's say you invest in these people that are on your team, and they become so talented that they decide to take their talents to South Beach or wherever it is they're going, right? Uh, wouldn't you rather be known? Wouldn't you rather have your brand be a company that cares enough about people to grow them rather than a company that ignores them and just uses and abuses, right? Are you going to treat your employees like running backs, where you're just like the next man up, let's go, just run them through the mill until they all break? Or are you going to treat them like actual people that can take your business to the next level? And they might leave. That's just reality. They very well might leave. But just because they leave doesn't make you or your organization any less effective.
Yeah.
I do firmly believe that if you were to genuinely train people, not for the sole purpose of benefiting your own company, but for also keeping the person in mind first, I believe if you were to do that consistently and if people still chose to leave, that honestly you're better off without them.
Yeah. And
Because they didn't see the value in what you were doing for them.
yeah.
And if they can't see that, you don't want them on your team.
That's right. And at the end of the day, like, the big fear here, I think, is a human fear, right? It is a very, like, deep in our hearts, we're all afraid of looking like a dummy or getting taken advantage of, right? This is why we, like, hide our failures and we don't share them at times. And so we're afraid, well, if I train them, they'll leave, and now all that's worthless, and I'll look like an idiot. They took advantage of me. And which, you got to get that mindset out completely, because what's happening, if you live with that, you're accepting something that's even worse. And you're accepting the idea that I'm not going to train them because I'm afraid they'll leave. But what you're doing is you're saying, I'm okay with a subpar or below average workforce. I'm okay with a subpar, below average product or service that I'm offering my client. Well, then why are you doing this? If you're just okay with doing trashy work, why are you, like, there are other ways to make money. Go do those, because doing this whole business thing isn't easy. And if you're just going to do subpar work, then don't do it at all.